people, welcome to another edition of the Think It's Happening Frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim. And it's a Monday, it's ahead of the team event, and it is Bobby Roode, which isn't a pro for me. I don't know if any of you guys are looking forward to getting him part of your team, part of your setup. You're going to get him as a pro. Not a pro for me, and I did think it was a pro for Ninja, and I had a look at his account this morning. He's actually got 21 single SummerSlam cards. Bobby Roode's not one of them, so that's going to be 22, because we'll get it. It's going to be 22 for him. This tier's not being kind for the lad, not being kind. Anyway, talking of being kind, if you saw the last video, I finally broke my duck. These Team Battleground rewards, not King of the Ring. King of the Ring. Well, actually, let's have a look at King of the Ring while I'm here. I always manage to do things in the wrong order once I start doing this, don't I? Where are we? Standings. Let's have a look. We're up to 41 matches and comfortably in second. So, looking good for the knockout stages in that. Team Battleground, yes, what was I saying? I was saying now out of 17 packs, pack number 16 finally gave me a SummerSlam card. Got myself a nice reward at last. So I'm hoping to do the same again. As you can see, we've got another Team Battleground already underway. God damn, I'm punching all sorts of wrong buttons here. What's the chat? Good luck. Love your vids, please put me in a video. Well, there you go, Tyler, you're in the video because you're saying please put me in the video in a whisper. But it's now not so much of a whisper as a loud shout to everyone out there in YouTube land. But yeah, as you can see, we've got 3.5 hours to go. We haven't really timed this very well. We've got a team event coming up in, what's the time now? 4:20 UK time, so there's another 6 hours. Should really have timed this so that we could be powering up during the team event, but never mind. So when you come out of one event, you've got another event coming up 24 hours later, you can really do with a bit of a rest in between. Maybe get on with some real world things. Anyway, enough of that. Let's have a look and see what I've got coming out of this. Now, a close game there against Factions. Close-ish compared to a lot of matches which have been complete walkovers. That was pushing us close a bit, but as you can see, we've done what we needed to do. We've got the win. Now, can I get another pro? I'll show you my Road to Glory deck shortly, and you can see where I'm standing on the pro front. Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. I don't think this has got anything exciting. I don't think this has got anything exciting at all. In fact, it's pretty much got the worst cards that you can get. 2 Ultimates and a WrestleMania. Alright, okay, so that's now 1 SummerSlam card from 18 packs. And these odds are meant to have improved greatly, according to Cat Daddy. Meant to have improved greatly. Don't believe it. Don't believe a word of it. Okay, another thing to look at is fusions. The Chambre de Fusion. The Fusion Chamber. Long John Silver and the Pirates down there in the Fusion Chamber. They've been busy. I have a few SummerSlam, not a few SummerSlams, I have a few WrestleMania fusions knocking around. No pros. This might produce a pro, but it's now probably not worth doing it because SummerSlam pros are coming out. They've been flashing a Kevin Owens card. Be interesting to see how that's going to compare to a Kevin Owens event card if we end up with a Kevin Owens special card for SummerSlam 17. But be interesting to see when these come in. Should be sometime this week. No, that's quite nice. I don't have this Bobby Roode, but I actually really did want that image. I quite like the look of that image on the event card that we got recently. So on this one, because that image is a bit boring, isn't it? I have to say, for someone who smiles an awful lot, they haven't got some very smiley pictures of him, have they? Well, that's quite nice because that means I can pull that in. There you go, it's a bit different, a bit flashier. It covers his chest up as well. There's only so many pairs of men's upper torsos that you can wish to see in one day. It's not so bad if it's the ladies. But then, as you know, we don't pull too many ladies. So, yeah, cover up, lads. Cover up. Right, well, I suppose what I need to do is crack on with powering up my team for my team event. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to repeat something that I showed you a couple of videos ago, because I've had quite a few comments from people saying thanks ever so much for doing that. This is something, it was actually Bakaru and Team BadLadDad who said, "Oi, look, this is working." He simply said in an American accent, which was, if you go into menu page, there's a picture of Roman Reigns. See, that works perfectly. If you go into Royal Rumble mode, the individual matches that your cards were playing didn't used to count, but they do now. So, there you go. Just swipe. Swipe. Don't flick it like that. Just swipe gently. So, what you need to do, get yourself a card that you need to power up. And in my case, I've got this Chris Jericho Pro that still needs a bit of improvement, as you can see. 28, 30, 23, 23. And that's so all stats need doing. And then fill the rest of your deck, as you can see, with uncommon cards, but a nice mixture between speed, charisma, toughness and power. And what you can just basically do is you can let the game kick off itself. You can actually just press start search and walk away from it and just leave it if you wanted to. But what I tend to do is just sit around for the first 2 or 3 matches just to make sure the Chris Jericho card comes in, because in theory what's going to happen is you'll go up against a deck where they've got a more even spread of cards, but they don't have a card as powerful as your individual card. And then you can just plonk him in and he will play 8 matches, 10 matches, what have you. And it really does speed up the whole powering up process. As I say, if you're feeling really lazy, you can just walk away from it and see how it goes. But what I would recommend is, if he's not come in by about game 5, I'd just crash out and start again, because by crashing out you'll save the bout that you're playing, so you're not going to waste a bout. And as I say, once you get past about 5 or 6, you get to the point where it's only going to power him up for like another 6 or 7 matches or so. So you want to try and make the most of it. Make the most of it. So as you can see now, I've already got, I don't need command of the ring, got up to match 3 and he's not popped up yet. But basically this is a method by which you can power up some of your cards, certainly your SummerSlam singles, because I think you tend to find that you power up the better ones first, and you power up the ones that haven't come out of events first. Yeah, look, he's not coming out, is he? On the basis that you're not going to get a second one out of an event, you're more likely to get a second card for something that you've pulled from the boards. So, you know, you're bound to have a couple of SummerSlam cards. Oh, there he is. I might as well leave him now. Might as well leave him now. We've got to here. You don't want to see me crashing out and doing all that kind of thing, do you? So, what will then happen, as you can probably guess, is actually 2 things, 2 benefits here. Hopefully, one, we'll be able to get him powered up a bit more, which should happen. I just hope if I won that one. So I don't really want to win that one. I want to lose that one deliberately. Let's use power again. Just be a lower stat, because I need to get Chris Jericho in the ring, and you can't do that while you've already got control of the ring. Do you know what? I would have probably cancelled out of this by now if this hadn't been done in front of the camera, but I'm just leaving it so you can see what I'm on about. You can see I'm only 1-0 down. Right. So he's got control of the ring. So now in theory, what you could do is you could put your iPad or your iPhone or your mouse cursor down, whatever it is that however you play this game that we all know and love. You can just walk away from it. You can make a cup of tea, you can open a beer, you go and talk to the wife, have a chat with the girlfriends, you go and dig the garden, you can paint your living room, you can do what the hell you like, because that will just get on with it and play along for itself. Once that's done, of course, should get a healthy number of picks. So I will actually just tap those cards just to speed it along a bit. Yeah, I think I've already got 1 lot that I went through. So out of that then, as I say, when you're short on time, you're trying to power up your team battleground, Royal Rumble's quite a good way of getting a lot of picks in one hit. So it kind of serves 2 purposes there. So thank you for those of you who gave me the feedback saying that you found it useful, because it's nice to know. It's nice to know that you guys, 1, you're listening, and 2, that you get some use out of some of the things that we tell you, because it's not all just about, oh, look what I've got. You know, we're in this together. We like to share ideas, and if you've got some hints and tips that you want to share in the comment section down below, please do, because you never know, there just might be something that we're not aware of. Just because we've been playing this game for a long time, 3 seasons now, doesn't mean that you know every little nook and cranny and nuance and the way that everything works. Although I'd be pretty surprised if there was something really useful that we didn't know about by now. But yeah, so thanks for the feedback on that. And in terms of videos, I want to do a WWE Champions, because I haven't done a Champions for about a week, and I know I've got some cards to pick up from that. So that will be next. Today is on Monday, so that will probably be Tuesday. Then it's just a case of seeing what I can do. As you can see, my arm's moving much more freely. I am not so hindered by my arm injury, so I'm feeling pretty much okay like that. Ninja Boy, unfortunately, still not very well, which is why he's still absent from these videos. So you can wish him well down below as well if you like. So I'm not quite sure when he's going to be fit enough to be back in action. I mean, he's fit enough to go back to school. He's been back at school, but obviously it takes a lot out of him. When you're not feeling well, obviously being at school, do you remember? You might still be at school. In fact, if you're still at school and you're watching this, how are you managing that? The teacher let you watch it on your phone. You know what I mean? If you're still going to school, you're still attending school, and watching this, you know that if you're not playing your A game, you're not feeling on top of the world, that a day at school can knock the stuffing out of you. So he hasn't really had the energy to get involved in this kind of thing. Can't blame him, just sitting alongside me yabbering away the way that I do. So I'm not sure when he's coming back. Well, look, here we go. It's a little 10-1 victory, so that's not too bad. So obviously 3 of those points will have come just from the final round, so probably got 8 matches there, so that's 8 stats will have been boosted up. As you can see, I've got 24 picks. I obviously had some left over from before, so we'll just open these just to see. Would it be nice? It's been such a long time since we've had a decent pull on camera. It's been a long time. Not counting, of course, the freebies, because you're expecting that. It's just like in general casual play to pull a nice biggie, because I'm kind of about due one now. It's just, you know, get that feeling in your water. Just get that little feeling, just that little hint in the air. Just a little sniff of anticipation and excitement that something's going to happen. And it's King Barrett. It's not that kind of excitement. Yeah, hoping that a SummerSlam card should be coming my way fairly soon. Probably not today. Did you notice as well how few charges are coming out of this? I had, what, 24 picks? Was that one charge? Maybe there's another one landed when I wasn't looking. There's 2. I was on 13, or maybe there's been 5. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't counting. I don't know. But certainly they're not coming out every other card, are they? Oh look, WrestleMania 33, Miss Elizabeth. Thank goodness we're not still on WrestleMania tier, because I'll probably burst into tears at the sight of that. Another support card. And in fact, my first pull beyond the freebie in SummerSlam was the Edge ladder support card. And I was a bit worried I was going to go down that, because I got hit with an awful lot of support cards in WrestleMania tier, but it's not been so bad since. Well, I'm going to leave that cooking, just ticking over a little bit more, and I'm going to say goodbye to you now. So yeah, let me know down below your Team Battlegrounds, how you doing. Are you still on a barren streak? Have you still not got yourself a SummerSlam card out of a Team Battleground reward pack? I'm 1 for, what did I say it was? 1 for 18. 1 for 18, which isn't great. It's not great, is it? It could be a lot better than that. You feel you're being rewarded rather than you're being punished. So yeah, let me know about that. A team event, is Bobby Roode going to give you a pro? These team events, are you getting many pros out of them? Because I know quite a few of the guys in Team BadLadDad were pulling some pretty ropey cards to start off with, which of course has turned out to be quite a good thing, because you're more likely to get the lower rank cards as the freebies in these events. So they managed to build up quite a few pros quite nicely. Oh good, see look, he's come out nice and early there. That's handy, that's very handy. So look, there we have it. Thanks ever so much for watching. You know the drill, people. If you like the video, please bung a like down below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, which is what you're watching now. Thanks ever so much for watching. Until I see you again, you stay cool.